Over 60. Add this powder to your coffee to walk like you're 40. Again. It's early morning. The first light filters through the blinds and the house is quiet except for the soft hum of the coffee maker. You wrap your hands around a warm mug, take that first sip, and feel the familiar comfort it brings. But there's a small ache in your knees as you stand, a stiffness that wasn't always there. You move slower than you used to, and part of you wonders, will it always feel this way? Then imagine this. What if that same cup of coffee you drink every morning could actually help you move with the ease and energy you had 20 years ago? Not a miracle, not a fad, just a small change to a habit you already love. If this sounds like something you felt too, you're not alone, and that's why we're here. Tap that thumbs up if you'd like more gentle tips like this. Now let's talk about what you can start doing today. For years we've been told that aging means slowing down, that our bodies naturally lose strength, flexibility and endurance. But scientists now know that the story isn't that simple. Modern research is revealing what many traditional cultures have practiced for centuries. The human body has an incredible ability to repair itself given the right support. Small, natural ingredients. Things that grow quietly in the earth can awaken the body's own systems of renewal. They don't force energy like caffeine or cover up pain like medication. Instead, they help your cells remember how to work efficiently again. This isn't about fighting age, it's about cooperating with your body's natural rhythm so you can feel more at home in it every day. It's not wishful thinking. In recent years, scientists from the University of California, Harvard Medical School, Kyoto University, and Johns Hopkins have published studies showing real improvements in mobility, joint comfort, and energy production in adults over 60. These aren't overnight transformations, they're gradual, measurable changes that come from consistent, gentle support. People who added specific natural powders to their morning coffee saw their walking distance increase, their balance improve, and their energy last longer throughout the day. The best part? These nutrients are safe, accessible, and affordable, found in health stores or even in your own kitchen. So let's look at 5 of the most studied natural powders that can turn your daily coffee into something more than a morning ritual. They can make it a quiet moment of renewal, one that helps your body move freely, feel stronger, and stay energized for the life you still want to live. 1. Maca root powder. Natural energy at the cellular level. High in the Peruvian Andes, where the air is thin and the weather can shift from warm to freezing. In a single afternoon, there grows a small, humble root that locals have relied on for centuries. It's called Maca. For more than 2,000 years, shepherds and farmers have used it to stay strong and energized while working long hours at high altitudes. They didn't have sports drinks or supplements, just this golden brown root dried and ground into powder mixed into tea or morning porridge. Generations later, scientists began to study why it worked so well. What they found surprised even them. In controlled studies with older adults, Maca has been shown to improve leg strength, balance, and endurance within just a few months of consistent use. Participants reported feeling more stable when walking and less fatigued after simple daily activities. Many also experienced subtle but important hormonal support, better energy during the day, deeper sleep at night, and a more balanced mood overall. While these changes might sound small together, they can make a real difference in how freely you move through your day. What makes Maca unique isn't that it boosts you the way caffeine does. In fact, it doesn't act like a stimulant at all. Instead, it helps your body use energy more efficiently at the cellular level. Inside every cell are tiny structures called mitochondria. Think of them as your body's power plants. As we age, those little engines slow down, which is why even after a full night's rest, you might still feel tired. Maca nourishes those engines, helping them convert food into usable energy again. It's like giving your cells a gentle tune-up instead of a caffeine jolt. The result feels steadier, cleaner, and longer lasting. If you'd like to try it, start small. Add about a teaspoon of Maca powder to your morning coffee for the first week. If you enjoy it and your digestion feels fine, you can gradually increase to a tablespoon. Choose gelatinized Maca, not raw. The gelatinization process simply removes starch and makes it easier for your body to absorb, like peeling the skin off a fruit before you eat it. Many people describe its flavor as warm and nutty with a hint of butterscotch that blends beautifully with coffee. Take it 5 days a week and then give your body a short 2-day break. This rhythm helps your system stay responsive rather than adapted. Over time, you may notice a quiet return of vitality, the kind that helps you walk a little farther, climb stairs with more confidence, or finish a morning of gardening without feeling drained. And when you think about it, that's what this whole journey is about. Not chasing youth, but rekindling the natural energy that's been inside you all along. Up next, let's explore a spice that's probably already in your kitchen, but few people realize how powerfully it protects your joints and circulation. 2. Ceylon cinnamon, the sweet spice for blood sugar and inflammation. If you've ever sprinkled cinnamon on oatmeal or toast, you already know how comforting that warm, sweet aroma can be. But what most people don't realize is that not all cinnamon is created equal. The kind you usually find in grocery stores, the one simply labeled cinnamon, is often cassia cinnamon. It's inexpensive and tasty, but it also contains a natural compound called coumarin, which in large amounts can put extra strain on the liver over time. The variety you want for daily use is Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon. It's lighter in color, softer in texture, and far gentler on the body. The flavor is more delicate, too sweet without the harsh edge that cassia sometimes brings. Scientists have been studying Ceylon cinnamon for years, and the results keep surprising even the skeptics. In several controlled trials, adults over 60 who added small daily amounts to their coffee or tea saw meaningful drops in fasting blood sugar and inflammation markers. Some participants reported less morning stiffness and easier movement within just a few weeks. When you think about it, that makes sense. High blood sugar can damage the tiny blood vessels that feed your muscles and joints. It also fuels chronic inflammation, which is what makes the body feel swollen, sore, and heavy. By helping keep blood sugar steady, cinnamon protects those delicate systems. In simple terms, when your blood sugar is steady, your joints move easier and your energy doesn't crash halfway through the day. Imagine taking your morning walk without that usual ache in your hips or knees, or finishing your grocery run without feeling like you need to rest right away. That's the kind of subtle but powerful difference many people notice once they start balancing their blood sugar naturally. The beauty of cinnamon is that it works quietly in the background, supporting your metabolism without making you feel jittery or off balance. To get these benefits, you don't need much. Just half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon added to your coffee grounds before brewing or stirred gently into a hot cup is enough. Heat helps release its beneficial compounds, so make sure your coffee is warm when you mix it in. If you prefer, you can also sprinkle it over yogurt, oatmeal, or even a baked apple for dessert. Pair it with breakfast for better absorption and a cozy flavor boost. It's a small ritual that makes the morning feel just a little more comforting. Ceylon cinnamon can be found in most health food stores or ordered online. It costs a bit more than regular cinnamon, but because you use so little each day, a small jar lasts for months. And knowing it's supporting your circulation, blood sugar, and joint comfort makes every cup feel like an act of quiet care for your body. In the next part, we'll look at a bright golden spice that's famous around the world, but most people use it in a way that limits almost all of its benefits. Let's talk about turmeric and the simple change that helps unlock its full potential. 3. Turmeric plus black pepper, the golden anti-inflammatory duo. If there's one spice that truly deserves the word golden, it's turmeric. For thousands of years, it's been used across Asia as both a food and a medicine, known for its deep color and warm, earthy taste. But beyond its beauty, turmeric contains something extraordinary, a compound called curcumin. Curcumin is what gives turmeric its powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. It helps calm the fire inside the body, the kind of slow ongoing inflammation that can stiffen joints, make muscles ache and drain energy. But there's one important detail many people miss: curcumin on its own is very hard for the body to absorb. You could take spoonfuls of it every day and most of it would simply pass through your system unused. That's where a common kitchen friend comes in: black pepper. Inside black pepper is a natural compound called piperine, and it acts like a key that unlocks turmeric's healing power. When turmeric and black pepper are used together, your body can absorb curcumin up to 20 times more effectively. In other words, you get all the benefits nature intended. Scientists have studied this combination closely, and the results are impressive. In clinical research, older adults who took turmeric with black pepper reported up to a 50% reduction in joint pain and nearly 49% faster walking speed after several weeks of consistent use. Their inflammation levels dropped, their movement felt smoother, and their overall comfort improved in ways they hadn't felt for years. It's easy to see why. Inflammation is one of the body's main responses to wear and tear. It's meant to heal, but when it never fully shuts off, it starts breaking down healthy tissue. That's why people often describe feeling stiff in the morning or sore after even light activity. Turmeric helps quiet that constant signal. Think of it as a gentle calm for your joints and muscles, helping them return to balance rather than stay locked in defense mode. You don't need to turn your kitchen into a science lab to use it. Simply mix about 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder with a small pinch of black pepper, no more than 1/8 of a teaspoon, and stir it into your hot coffee. For an extra boost, add a teaspoon of coconut oil or MCT oil. Because curcumin is fat-soluble, it's absorbed best when paired with a healthy fat source. Together, the warmth of the coffee, the spice of the pepper, and the smoothness of the oil make a surprisingly pleasant blend, earthy, rich, and comforting. And if you're taking blood thinners or have gallbladder concerns, it's best to check with your doctor before adding turmeric regularly. For most people, though, this simple mix can be one of the easiest ways to bring down inflammation gently and naturally. And if you stick with it, you might just notice that your steps feel lighter, your mornings come easier, and your energy lasts longer through the day. Next, we'll explore a fascinating group of natural ingredients that don't just help your body move. They also support your mind, your endurance, and even your balance. Let's talk about the remarkable world of medicinal mushrooms. 4. Mushroom blend. Nature's energy and nerve rebuilder. For centuries, mushrooms have been part of traditional medicine in many cultures, valued not just as food, but as natural tonics for longevity and vitality. Today, science is finally catching up to what our ancestors seemed to know intuitively. When it comes to supporting both the mind and the body, a few special types of mushrooms stand out: lion's mane, cordyceps, and reishi. Each one brings something unique, but together they form a trio that can help restore balance, clarity, and steady energy, all things that make a huge difference after 60. Lion's mane is often called the mushroom for the brain. It supports memory, focus, and what scientists refer to as the mind-body connection, how clearly your brain communicates with your muscles. In simple terms, it helps your nerves fire more efficiently, so your movements feel smoother and your coordination sharper. Cordyceps, on the other hand, is all about energy. It helps the body use oxygen more effectively and supports the natural production of ATP, the fuel your cells burn for strength and stamina. That means more endurance for your morning walks, yard work, or even just keeping up with the grandkids. And then there's reishi, often called the mushroom of calm. It helps regulate the body's stress response and immune function, keeping inflammation in check and promoting a sense of balance that you can actually feel. When combined, these three create what researchers call a synergistic effect. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Many people who start a mushroom blend notice they don't just have more energy, they also feel more mentally alert and emotionally steady. It's as if the mind and body are finally speaking the same language again. One scientist described it perfectly. These mushrooms help your brain and muscles talk to each other again. Mushrooms also have another gentle benefit that often goes unnoticed. They feed your gut. They contain natural prebiotics that nourish the good bacteria in your digestive system. For some people, that means a little bloating or mild change in digestion during the first few days, but that's actually a sign your body is adjusting in a healthy way. Once balanced, many people report better digestion and a lighter, more consistent energy throughout the day. To add this blend to your routine, start with 1 to 2 teaspoons stirred into your coffee about 30 minutes before breakfast. The earthy, slightly nutty flavor pairs well with coffee's natural bitterness. Some even say it gives the drink a deeper, richer taste. It's a calm, grounded way to begin the day, like fueling both your mind and your muscles at once. Many seniors who use mushroom blends describe it as getting their mornings back. They talk about feeling clear-headed before that first sip is even finished, walking with a little more confidence, or simply having the stamina to do the things they enjoy. That's the quiet magic of mushrooms, not hype or quick fixes, but a steady return to natural vitality. And as we continue, we'll look at the most researched powder of them all, one that helps your body rebuild from the inside out. It's time to talk about collagen and how it supports everything from your joints to your skin to your sense of strength. 5. Collagen. Peptides, the foundation of renewal. If your body were a house, collagen would be the wood, the bricks, and the beams that hold everything together. It's what gives structure to your skin, strength to your joints, and resilience to your muscles and bones. The trouble is, as we age, our natural collagen production begins to slow. That's why skin loses elasticity, joints creak a bit more, and muscles recover more slowly after activity. But the good news is, modern science has discovered ways to encourage the body to start rebuilding those structures again. Collagen. Peptides, the smaller, more absorbable form of collagen, act like building blocks your body recognizes and knows exactly what to do with. In Japan, researchers studied older adults who took a small amount of collagen peptides every morning. After several months, their scans showed something once thought impossible: actual regrowth of cartilage in their knees. The participants didn't just feel better, they could see and measure the difference. A similar study in Germany found improvements in bone density and muscle tone, along with noticeable gains in mobility. People who had struggled with stiffness or pain began walking farther, climbing stairs more comfortably, and even returning to activities they once gave up, like gardening or long walks with a spouse. How does it work? Think of collagen as giving your body the raw materials to rebuild what time has thinned. When you take collagen peptides, the tiny protein fragments travel through your bloodstream and signal your cells to make new collagen, elastin, and connective tissue. Over time, joints become more cushioned, skin feels firmer, and movement feels smoother. It's not an instant fix, but rather a gentle process of renewal that adds up day by day, month by month. For best results, add 10 to 15 grams of hydrolyzed collagen peptides to your morning coffee or tea. They dissolve easily, have almost no taste, and work best when paired with a little vitamin C. Something as simple as a squeeze of lemon or a bit of acerola powder helps your body use collagen more effectively. Many people like the ritual of stirring it into a warm mug as the day begins, a quiet reminder that caring for yourself doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Take Tom, for example, a retired teacher from Oregon who had given up his morning walks because his knees couldn't handle the strain. After 3 months of adding collagen to his coffee, he noticed the difference: less stiffness, steadier steps, and eventually the joy of walking his favorite trail again. It wasn't magic, it was consistency. That's the key with collagen. Give it time. The body builds slowly but beautifully when it's supported. With steady use over weeks and months, many people report stronger joints, smoother skin, and renewed energy. It's proof that even in later years, your body still knows how to repair and rejuvenate. It just needs the right materials and a bit of patience. Next, we'll bring everything together and talk about how combining these natural powders in a simple routine can help you feel renewed from the inside out. One mindful cup of coffee at a time. If you're wondering how to bring all these powders together, think of it as building a steady rhythm rather than doing everything at once. Start with collagen in your coffee for the first month to lay the foundation for joint and muscle renewal. In month 2, add the mushroom blend for clearer focus and sustained energy. By month 3, include turmeric with black pepper to calm inflammation, and by month 4, sprinkle in a touch of Ceylon cinnamon for balanced blood sugar and circulation support. Go slowly, notice how your body responds, and let it guide your pace. Think of it as a long conversation with your body, 1 cup of coffee at a time. These powders aren't magic, and they're not shortcuts. They're quiet helpers, natural tools that remind your body of what it already knows how to do. Each one supports a different part of your inner design, rebuilding, restoring, balancing, and calming. Over time, they work together like instruments in an orchestra, helping you move through your day with more ease and less strain. You haven't lost your strength. It's just been waiting for the right signal to return. Your cells still know how to repair, your muscles still know how to grow, and your joints still know how to move freely. They only need gentle support and consistency. Aging doesn't erase vitality. It simply asks us to nurture it more intentionally. So now think for a moment, what's one thing you'd love to do again if your body felt a little stronger or lighter? Maybe it's taking a morning walk with a friend, tending to your garden, dancing to your favorite old song, or simply standing up without that moment of hesitation. Whatever it is, let that vision guide you. Each small change, each mindful cup of coffee can bring you closer to that feeling. Tell us below which powder you're curious to try first, or share what small shift you're making in your routine. Your experience might encourage someone else to start their own renewal. Your morning coffee can be more than a ritual. It can be a daily reminder that renewal is still possible at any age. It's not about going back in time, but moving forward with clarity, balance, and quiet strength. Every sip, every breath, every step, all of it counts. Thank you for spending this time together. Remember, every small step counts toward a calmer, healthier life. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.